everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley. Today we have a lot of empties to go through, so I'm excited to share these with you. It feels good because this is like my empties from last year, so it'll be good to like empty the bag and start a new one. If you're wondering about my voice, I sound a little deeper than normal. There's really bad fog here from the volcano going off. I've also taken on 3 more classes as a teacher, so I think my voice just isn't used to teaching so many classes in a day, but I'm too excited. I have to film for you guys, so here we are. Hopefully it won't be too distracting. Also, let me know if you guys like my new background. I am showing you guys my makeup. It is not the most organized in the world, but you can see it. It's pretty much all there. And I am hoping to like get some shelves and stuff in here later on, but for now, this is where we're at. So let's get into the empties and hope my voice holds out. Okay, so this first empty was a mask. It is the Shiseido White Lucent Power Brightening Mask. I really like this. I actually just used this yesterday and it goes over your entire face. You leave it on for 10 minutes and then whatever's left over, the essence, you just kind of pat back into your skin. Afterwards, my skin was glowing. It looked so pretty. And then this morning when I woke up, it looked even brighter. So this worked really well. I got this for free with purchase. This next one is the Olay Fresh Outlast Notes of Birch Water and Lavender. This is one of my very favorite scents from them. And so I finally bought the big one. It's really good. I like it, but I especially like the scent. It's very nourishing, but I like this a lot. I definitely would repurchase this, but I like to use different body washes and different scents. So I'm going to switch to something else, but I did really like this. I especially love the scent. I love it. Fun story. I feel like I've said this before. So the same body wash a friend had given to me around the same time that I first moved in with my husband before we were married. And this scent, it just reminds me of that time. You know how scents take you back. So this is a special one for me. Okay, this one I just grabbed from my car. It's the Ultra Repair Cream in their Sugar Plum fragrance. And this is my favorite fragrance I've ever smelled from First Aid Beauty for their Ultra Repair Cream. I love their Ultra Repair Cream. I have really bad contact dermatitis. You can see it right now. Super fun to look at. Very few creams actually help. It's normally more like balms that'll help or like petroleum jelly type of substances that'll help. But this is one that actually helps because it has the colloidal oatmeal in it too. So it's very soothing and helps with itching. I tend to go to TJ Maxx to buy these because they always seem to have them. And this one was definitely from probably Christmas from not 2022, but probably 2021. And I got it probably about 6 months ago to leave in my car. And it smells so good. It seriously does smell like sugar plums. If they ever have this scent again, highly recommend because it's really good. I've had other scented ones. I think it was like a mint one that I hated. I don't know. It seemed like it irritated my skin, the fragrance, but this was really good. Here is the EOS Shea Butter Sensitive Shea Cream. I actually just used this up too. I liked this as this also has the colloidal oatmeal in it. I don't know, it was good. It kind of gunks up your razor a little bit, so not my favorite. I like the EOS ones, but I definitely like the Tree Hut, the oils, the shave oils way better. Oh, this bad boy. Oh my gosh. You guys, there's such a funny story behind this. So this is the Sexiest Fantasies Tempt Me Sweetly Sensual Body Mist. And the first time I ever used this, you used to be able to buy it at Walmart. They don't have this fragrance anymore. The first time I bought it, it was in college. And when I finally ran out of it, I got it like my senior year of college. I wanted to buy it again, obviously, because it smells really good. So it smells like jasmine and honeysuckle. But I found out that Walmart didn't make this specific fragrance anymore. So your girl went on eBay and it came in a 3-pack. And so I'm literally, this was probably 2 or 3 years ago, so it might be expired. I literally am still trying to get through the second and third ones. I think I'm like maybe halfway through the second one. I still have a whole full one. So I might have to get rid of those because I think they're probably expired, but it just smells so, so good. The label is so cheesy. The bottle is so cheesy, but the actual product was really good, and I'd always get compliments, including from my husband. That was part of why, again, sentimental for me. When we were first dating, I was using this a lot, and he really liked how it smelled. So there you go. Oh, this is in here a couple times, and I actually have a third one empty in my shower right now. It's the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so good. The only bummer about it is I feel like it's like $12 and it's not that much that comes in here. It's like 2 ounces. Yeah, 2 ounces. And so I'd say I go through this in a month. So if you're okay with spending about $12 a month on something, it's still kind of pricey, you know what I mean? But it's not as pricey as say like the Clinique cleansing balm is like, I think $20 or $30, and I use that up in about 6 weeks. So, you know, it's really, it adds up being not much less, but this is really good. And the most important part is that it doesn't break me out. So other cleansing balms and other like makeup removers break me out. This one doesn't. So I do highly recommend this one. It's really good. Right now I'm using the CeraVe one, which is even smaller. It's like 1 ounce and I think it's $18 or something like that. So I don't know. I think I would probably go back to this one, but I really like that one too. So I don't know. There's a couple of these in here and these are really, really good. It just works really well to remove all of your makeup. You know what I mean? When I use a toner afterwards, there's very little makeup residue left over. So really good. Fast absorbing baby oil from the Up and Up Target brand. I have stopped using my money on eye makeup remover. I used to always use the Neutrogena one and I'd have to buy it again once a month or so, every 6 weeks. And this lasts longer. It lasts for a couple months. And it's way cheaper because it's just baby oil and it works even better, I would say. And it doesn't irritate my eyes or anything. So it's funny that I'm using this again because this is how, when I first started wearing makeup when I was like 17 or so, my mom always used baby oil to remove eye makeup. So this is what she would buy me to remove makeup. And for some reason, I just went away and started using an actual eye makeup remover. But it started driving me really crazy that for years I've been spending $12 or something. Well, I think it's less than 12. I think it's like maybe $6 for the smaller one every month, when I could just spend less than that on this and it can last me several months. If you haven't used baby oil to remove your eye makeup, highly recommend. It also removes waterproof makeup really well. Okay, this one was one of my holy grails this year. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This stuff, you guys, is so good. So they reformulated it a little bit. They repackaged it. I was worried it wouldn't be the same, and it's even better. This was seriously in my top favorites for 2022 because it is just so good. It is really moisturizing for those of you that have dry skin like me, but it also leaves a little bit of tackiness, just a little bit, so that makeup adheres to it really well. So highly recommend this. This is really good. I definitely would repurchase. I'm going to be using something else here that I've ordered soon, but I would go back to this in a heartbeat. It's so good. We have one of my trusty Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Sprays. I pretty much exclusively use this for like a year. It's been a holy grail of mine for years. It really works. It doesn't change the finish of your makeup, but it does help it last all day long. So highly recommend this if you haven't tried it. It is really, really good. This is another holy grail of mine that I've been using for years and years. It's the Drunk Elephant C Firma. It's basically a vitamin C serum and it works really, really well. It also has like a pumpkin extract in it, I think too. Leaves a really pretty glow on your skin, doesn't break me out. But I did want to see if I could find something less expensive. Right now I'm using the No. 7 vitamin C serum. It works really well and it's like $18 or something, and this is like $90 or $80. It's so expensive. I've been repurchasing it for years, and this No. 7 one is really, really good, and especially it doesn't break me out. So if you're looking for a cheaper option, that's really good, but I would buy this again. Okay, this looks really gross. I should have cleaned this off. Sorry, real life. But this is the Kerastase Ultraviolet Mask for blonde hair. This I bought off of a recommendation of my hairstylist, and it was really, really good. It adds a lot of hydration in. I'd only use it maybe once or twice a week, and I would put it on my hair. It's very purple, and I would leave it on, you can see it here, purple, and I would leave it on for 10 minutes and then rinse it off, and my skin would be really, really soft afterwards. So eventually I'd like to repurchase this, but it's really expensive too. Highly recommend, but just know it's pricey. Oh, we have another Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Gosh, when was my last empties? I feel like it was in August or September maybe. I think it was maybe in August. It was in my car, right? Because that's when TJ's cousin was staying with us for a while. Oh, this one, it has been another holy grail for me for years. It's the Miel and Mousse from Lancome. It is a makeup remover oil, and it's a honey type of texture, so it goes on kind of thick, and then when you add water it takes your makeup off. It has a fragrance, and I think I finally realized that this was kind of breaking me out a little bit, not terribly, but I do think that the fragrance in this kind of irritates my skin. But I was using this for a couple of years. What I liked about it is you spend a lot of money up front. It was like maybe $30 or $50, but it would last like 6 to 8 months. You know, it is really good. If you're not sensitive to fragrance, I do like this, and then you won't have to repurchase anything else to remove makeup for a long time. But I think I'm just going to keep using the makeup remover balms because I like those better. This actually, you still did have some makeup residue when I would use toner and stuff. So it doesn't fully take off your makeup, and you definitely can't use this on your eyes. I think what I'm using right now, I like better. Oh, we have another Ultra Repair Cream, this little hand cream style size. I highly recommend this one too. Like I said, these ones I keep in my car because it's the perfect size. I started using Olaplex products in the last year, and I really like them. This is the number 3 repairs and strengthens all hair types. I remember I got this in the Sephora sale, not this past winter, but the one before. So this lasted me a pretty long time because I would only use it like once a week before shampoo. So you'd put this on kind of damp hair, leave it for about 10 minutes, and then rinse it out, and then use shampoo and conditioner. And it was supposed to repair and strengthen. It was nice. If you have it, I would use it, but I wouldn't just go out and buy this. I don't think that this specific Olaplex product is a ride or die. I think it probably did some good things for my hair, but it wasn't that noticeable. Okay, we have the Kerastase shampoo. This is the hydrating one, the Genesis. I liked this. Again, expensive. I went back to the Olaplex, to be honest with you. I didn't think that this made as much of a difference as that blonde purple conditioner did. If I was going to choose between the two, I'd buy the purple one. I would not buy this. All right, speaking of oil-free eye makeup remover from Neutrogena, we have one in here from before I was using the baby oil. This is good. It works well. I'd use the baby oil before I'd use this because it's just so much more expensive and it doesn't last nearly as long. So hot take. Oh, this one's actually an empty of my husband's. It's the Nizoral. I think that's how you say it. It's anti-dandruff shampoo, but this is actually has the ketoconazole 1%. So if you don't know what that is, that's actually a prescription that doctors often give for fungi, especially ringworm. I remember I had eczema when I was on Accutane, and for some reason it showed up on my hand in like a ring form circle, like a perfect circle. And my dermatologist couldn't figure out if it was ringworm or if it was eczema from the Accutane, and it was eczema from the Accutane, but she prescribed me for a short time ketoconazole, which is what's in here. This stuff really, really works for my husband's dandruff. This stuff has really, really helped him. So if you struggle with bad dandruff, this is almost prescription kind of strength, but you can get it at Walmart. And his brother has the same thing, and he recommended it to his brother, and it really helps his little brother too. This apparently works really well. I've never tried it, but my husband loves it. And then we have the Moroccan Rose Moisturizing Shave Gel from Tree Hut. This is what I mentioned earlier. I really, really like these shave gels. I wish Tree Hut would come out with an unscented one. I'm using the coconut lime one right now, and it kind of smells like medicine. And I definitely didn't like this scent. This scent is overpowering floral. Not a fan, but I really like the product. So I would keep buying it because I really like the product and it doesn't gunk up my razor, but I just wish they'd make an unscented run. And I feel like I recently heard Jessica Braun saying the same thing in a video. Come on, Tree Hut, unscented. Ooh, this one I'd had for a while. It took me a while to get through this. It's the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Pearl. This shade was a little bit too dark for me. I like to use concealer to highlight. There's a really tiny bit left in here, but I put it like here and here. If you've ever seen me do a full face of makeup, you'll see me do that. But this stuff is really good. It's full coverage, not too drying. It's really good. Conceal, contour, highlight, retouch. It's a little bit too thick for me to use under my eyes, but I really like it to highlight. But I'm now just using drugstore things because it's less expensive. Okay, now we have an Olaplex number 5 Bond Maintenance Conditioner. This is one I would say is worth it. The conditioner is really, really good. It leaves your hair super, super soft, but I don't just put it in and rinse it out. I would put it in and leave it, maybe shave and then rinse it out because it makes a big difference. It makes your hair a lot more soft if you leave it in for a little while, but I really like this product. And now we have the Billy Whipped Shave Cream. It has coconut oil and aloe vera, dermatologist approved. I really liked this. It's a little bit overpriced though. It is very soft. It has a thicker texture, but it doesn't really gunk up your razor too badly. But yeah, it's just a little bit pricey. So I would buy it again, but I think I still like the Tree Hut shave oil better. But if those fragrances continue to drive me crazy, I don't know, I might go back to this because this has a light scent, I think, but it's nothing crazy. It has a light scent, but it's nothing too bad. I really like the Billy razors too. That's why I bought that. Okay, we have deodorant, the Dove Advanced Care Invisible. This is my favorite deodorant. I've been using it for literally years. I like it because it doesn't really leave residue on your clothes or on your skin, which is really nice. It doesn't have a scent, which I really like. Crest 3D White Stain Eraser Icy Clean Mint. This works really well, the stain erasers. It really works for helping to whiten your teeth. I'd say this one and then the Sensodyne Pro Enamel are probably my 2 holy grail toothpaste. That's the one I'm using right now, but I do really like this. I would definitely repurchase this again. I've repurchased this a couple times. It kind of depends. Like if you can find this specific one at Costco, I would definitely buy it. But recently at Costco, they had the Pro Enamel, so that's why I bought that one. This one was in my best of 2022 favorites video. It's the Lancome Teint Idole foundation. This is in the shade 210 Buff. It's a little bit too dark for me, but oh, this foundation is so good. I would definitely repurchase it, but I have enough foundations right now. It's really nice. It's more of a satin matte kind of finish. It's not too drying. It's pretty good at not being transfer proof. It has sunscreen in it. If this didn't have sunscreen in it, I probably would have worn this at my wedding because it's really, really pretty, but sunscreen can cause flashback and that's why I didn't. But definitely if you haven't tried this one, it's pricey, but it's really, really nice. And it'll last you a pretty long time. Like I use this every day and I feel like it still lasted me about 4 or 5 months. That's pretty good. This was a favorite for me while I was on Accutane too, because it wasn't too drying, but it was still matte. I'll have to do a video sometime about my Accutane journey and some of my favorite products. I'd have to think back because that was 4 years ago that I went off of it. This is the Shiseido Essential Energy Hydrating Day Cream. I really like this. I love that pretty much with any purchase at Shiseido, you get sample sizes and you can use this for like a couple months. It's pretty good and it's good. It didn't break me out or anything. I liked it a lot. I'm actually using a different one right now, which because I'm so close to my makeup, I can just grab it. I'm using the White Lucent Brightening Gel Cream right now. I used it today under my makeup and it actually, I like it even more than that other one because it's really brightening. It definitely gives you a pretty glow. Oh, this is another holy grail that was in my 2022 favorites. It's the e.l.f. Matte Poreless Putty Primer. I like this one because it fills up my pores, but it's not too drying. It doesn't cause me to break out. This is the white one. The mattifying one. They also have like a illuminating one and their regular one. I think they have one that has like vitamin C in it now. So lots of different types of this one, but the matte one is definitely my favorite. I repurchased this and I have it over here now. Hey, we have another toothpaste. Oh, this must have been one of those 2-in-1s. So yeah, it's just another stain eraser. It's literally the exact same one. And we have another e.l.f. Makeup Remover Balm. That makes 4 that are empty. And then this one I just put in here this morning. It's just about out. And honestly, the shade was never right for me anyway. So I just put it in the empties. It's this It Cosmetics CC Plus. It's the matte version. I still love this. I've used this for years, but I would switch to the Fair Light shade now. This is the light shade and it's just a little bit too dark for me. But this one's good because if you have a little bit more oily skin, at one time my skin was more oily pre-Accutane and the original CC cream was a little bit too much for me. I'd look a little too glowy by the end of the day, so I switched to this. But now, post Accutane, I actually now have gone back to the regular one, and it's like perfect by the end of the day. It's like just glowy enough. Everything else in here is small. So we have the Ulta Beauty Clear Brow Gel. I feel like this was in my favorites too. So I'm using the Benefit Clear Brow Gel right now, Precisely My Brow. No, that's the pencil. Whatever it is. I'm using the Benefit Clear Brow Gel, and I like this one better. It's less expensive, and I feel like it holds your brows in place just a little bit better. So highly recommend this if you haven't tried it. It's just at Ulta. It's not expensive at all. We have the Epic Ink Liner from NYX. The re-release of the NYX Matte Liner. This is what I was using all year. I love it, and it flew out of my hand. The only thing I would say with this one, it's really easy to make a wing. It's very black. I like it a lot. But if you want more of a matte liner that's gonna last all day, I would actually set this with something over it. And I actually have what I would set over it in here too. It's the Milani Stay Put liner. I would set that Epic ink liner with this, and the two together look really good. This is just way more matte, and I feel like it lasts a lot longer, and both are waterproofs. And they do work. I've cried with these, and it doesn't budge. When I'm talking about the liner staying on, it's due to the shape of my eyes. Just because they're more hooded, liner tends to come off with me, especially with shimmers. That's why I felt like I needed to set that one. I have a Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. You guys, this is a waste of money in my personal opinion. The CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, the Microfine Brow Pencil, those are way less expensive, and I like them way more than this. This is just, I don't know, I felt like it just didn't last as long throughout the day, and the CoverGirl is even better and less expensive. I like that one way more. Speaking of which, we have 4 of those. We have, I think there's 2 of the blonde ones in here. Yeah, soft blonde for the CoverGirl, and then 2 of the, what is this, ash brown maybe? Yeah, the words start to rub off after a while, but these are so freaking good. I actually really like the blonde one. I'm just trying to use through products I have right now, but the next one I buy is going to be the blonde one. I like to fill in with the blonde one and then kind of go in and just add a few strokes of the honey brown. That's what I really like. Actually, that's what this one probably is, the honey brown, these 2. So highly, highly recommend these. All right, that's everything. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of stuff for just a couple months. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I hope you'll hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.